This includes public drunkenness, inappropriate language, physical abuse or threatening behaviour, alleged or proven sexual misconduct, incidents involving a police investigation, or any potentially proven illegal activity, use of, supplying, or involvement in recreational drugs and/or prohibited performance-enhancing substances or practices. Players are expected to be in the team hotel accommodation by midnight each night, excluding post-match. They can consume alcohol at their own discretion post-match only, Saturday evening, and no players or members of the Wallaby staff are to consume alcohol on any other day or time. Variations may be approved if there is a special event. Axed, Adam Ashley Cooper and his Waratahs and Wallabies teammate Kirtley Beale missed a test after having guests in their room. Credit: Stuart Walmsley, Medium social media. The players are told to always be mindful that the information published will remain in the public domain for a long time, and cannot be removed. All information published on social media can be used by reporters and media outlets to produce stories. What is said on social media is no different to making an official comment at a press conference. Both are public comments, the tour guideline document says. All players are personally responsible for the content they publish online. The players are warned to be wary of the media. You should always represent the message you want the general public to hear or read. Be aware that some journalists will try to lead you into saying something in a manner that is more their idea than yours. If this is happening, do not tell them what you think they want to hear. Project your own thoughts or ideas. Interviewing skills include avoiding jargons, nicknames and cliches, and making certain there are 2 or 3 key messages. Then, repeat them in interview. No wonder countless player interviews are so boring but sadly still infested with jargon, nicknames and cliches, while partners and children are not allowed to stay on the same hotel floor as the team. Players are also forbidden to wear headwear at any meal. Most importantly, their Wallaby selection is a direct result of your athletic, attitudinal and cultural attributes and potential. Talk. Difference crystal clear. Different times. The crystal decanter presented to the 1991 World Cup winning Wallabies and their coach Bob Dwyer. Credit: Greg Campbell, the first and unquestionably the best Wallaby team media liaison officer, was among many intrigued by last week's item about Michael Cheika's bonus scheme where, on top of a $100,000 salary increase, he would earn an extra $100,000 for 2014, $450,000 for 2015 and $400,000 for 2016 and 2017, if the Wallabies won major matches. Campbell reminded us of better times when the Wallabies actually won something, including the 1991 World Cup. That year the coach and player bonus was far less extravagant, a crystal decanter. At least there was a ticker tape parade in Sydney, but on the day the players were deeply worried and one would turn up. Instead they were queued 10 deep down George Street. This was when Australian rugby was run by first-rate volunteer administrators such as Norbert Byrne, Nick Shahadi, Dick McGrother and the legendary Australian Rugby Union president Smock and Joe French. There are hundreds of Smock and Joe stories. A Ruckin Mall favourite was when Smock and Joe sat next to Princess Di at a Carter Farms park test. When we asked later what it was like sitting next to one of the world's most attractive women, Smokin growled, "She knows." And Theory aloud mumbles that Adam Coleman will be Australia's highest-paid player when he heads overseas after the World Cup, as reported by the Herald last month. Moths hovering around the Coleman camp claim the money on offer is insane. The Mail is going to London Irish. Regarding more successful and talented Australian locks, a statue of John Eales will be unveiled at Suncorp Stadium next Monday. Trademark Nova use of the television match official remains a pox on the game. The first time it was used in 2019 Super Rugby during the Chiefs-Highlanders match, it took 2 minutes and 27 seconds to get a decision. too long, which renowned Australian sports writer is now coach of a mid-North Coast women's rugby team and already turning them into a winning combination? Frankly, no one should be surprised, which Rugby Australia director was told off for dealing directly with staff, and which other anti-Jakara director fought hard to keep Stephen Larkham on the test coaching panel, and failed, but succeeded with Nathan Gray? Another serious concern within the Wallaby managerial team has been major differences in opinion of player workload. Hit and miss. This kick cost the Waratahs an opening round win, but Bernard Foley says he isn't too concerned with outcomes. Credit. AAP quote of the week: "I'm not driven by outcomes." Waratahs number 10 Bernard Foley after missing a penalty that would have seen them beat the Hurricanes. Hate to tell you, champ, but outcomes are actually pretty important.